how do you support clients with more complex needs like real estate or international documents?
Real estate needs, I help with that part of educating the buyer or seller, whatever that situation and that closing may be, because a lot of the client who is buying or selling their home, they're not familiar of the loan documents, and familiar of what they're signing and why do the notary need to be there? Why do you need to be here? Why can't I just sign with the lender and call it a day? But I had to tell, a couple clients that, without the notary have to approve your signature for you to be able to buy your home or sell your home. This is the process. So I usually educate them of why the notary needs to be there and why the documents need to take place. But buying and selling homes needs the notary. Without the notary, the homes wouldn't sell and the homes wouldn't close.
Also, those international documents as well. Yeah.
Oh, apostilles are very apostilles, international documents, I usually take a order form for the apostilles. Whenever someone calls me and said they need an apostille, I do an order form with the client. I talk to them and educate them of the process. Time sensitive with those documents because the notary is not approved to do any type of notarization or any type of international documents. The state of Maryland, you always got to know your laws. I usually take it down to the Frederick County Clerk of Courts, and they approve my notarization with the client's information. They ask me a series of questions, and once that happens, that takes a couple days, and then I take it to the Secretary of State, and they go through the same process with me of the questions in the series of why is this apostille needed, where is it going, what do you have, why do they need this, so I go through that series of questions too with the Secretary of State. Then I'll, call my client. I usually take them through the whole process of the apostille and what's needed. That way they know what's being done through the county clerk and then the actual Secretary of State. Because I'm not allowed to put I'm not allowed to put my seal or my stamp on the birth certificate if they need that for India. I'm not allowed to put my stamp on a birth certificate if they need that for Mexico. So it's a process. It takes about a week for that process to be done.